Hello everyone, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition solo runs. Last time we came back through the Blighted Village, killed some spiders in the underground segment, and then, fearing what lay past that, came up and killed the remnants of some goblins. Now, I was thinking about leaving this area, but I think that we might just be able to eke out a victory against a certain couple. They're in a barn just around the corner, and I think we might be able to do that with this fire wine barrel. So that does encumber us just about, but we can talk about some strategy as we make the slow long walk over to this barn here. So this barn has a bugbear and an ogre inside of it, which is a pretty tough fight. But if we can place ourselves strategically so that we can attack them as they have to move towards us, or ignite them on fire before they can move towards us, I think we can get them before they get us. So if we stand right here, eventually, we put down the oil barrel and the grease barrel. Not grease barrel, fire wine barrel. If we drop that, and we drop that, between these two, if we do something, I wonder if that would be advisable. And we'll just stick that there for the case of being in the way. This door has 16 HP, so we can destroy it from a reasonable ways back. And we know that this village is no longer populated with any threats apart from the 3 ogres at the far back. So, if we drop our favourite torch, and then get our favourite bow out. Excuse you. Don't want to shove the torch. Amusing, but not what we're after. And then attack this doorway. If we do that a couple of times. Okay, they're down to 5 HP, so let's re-dip. Attack it once more, and that should hopefully break down the door. And then the occupants are probably going to be upset. I'm going to back away slowly.
Ruined. Smash! Oh, smash you!
Weren't you already in the process of smashing? So, initiative is rolled. This guy breaks a barrel to try and escape. And unfortunately, I don't know that the big one at the back is going to be impacted by this as much, but we're going to go for this fire wine barrel and see what happens. Okay, that worked real well against the bugbear, which is wonderful. Now, is there any cover we can get to? These doors are just slightly too far. If I stand here, can I close the doors through me? Absolutely can. Right, are you going to run through the fire? You're not. There's also... Is that our oil barrel that didn't get destroyed in the course of the fight? Because if I could shoot that from here, I'd be amazed. Obviously, we're giving up our tactical position. We cannot. Right, and we definitely can't attack Bertha from where we are. So I am, in fact, going to spend my action to dash and just backtrack the steps we just took. close this door once again and see how they react. The fire has gone out. But they do not attack us. Perhaps because they don't have line of sight? Five damage is not great. And we're on the wrong side of this door, unfortunately. Also, definitely should reapply Hunter's Mark, but I'll save... we could save it for next turn, but next turn we might want to use a potion. And they're too far out of range anyway, so... Now they are angry. Probably because we killed their boyfriend. Well, whatever they did, they just did it unsuccessfully. Bertha's Wrath condition. Enraged. Strength increases by 4, armor class reduces by 2. So easier to hit her, but they're going to hit us more easily because their strength modifier is +2 and their damage modifier on those attacks is increased by 2, which is terrifying. So for right now, let's reapply Hunter's Mark. Shoot. 12 damage is solid. Then get through this door. Close it behind us. Free object interactions. And let's just squeeze in behind this actual wall. Oh no. I neglected to see the giant gap in the wall to the right. Probably should have had that on my radar. Alright. How much speed do we need to spend to get into a line of sight? Not all of it, and that's what counts. Right. I'm gonna tuck in, close the door, and get as close up to this wall as we can. Still goals of smashing us, but they are perplexed by not being able to see us, it seems. A massive 16. So, a couple more attacks and we might have this in the bag. Now, I don't know if we've outsmarted this ogre, or whether they have completely glitched and are just unable to attack us from where they are. So, in the spirit of playing fair, let's not close the gate this time. Alright, we might have broken this encounter. Excuse you. But hey, I'm not mad about it. So, that is 100 more XP. So, 763 now. Right, so the question is, do they have anything that we want to take possession of? And amazingly, we managed to not lose our concentration on that. So it seems that Firewine is definitely the better explosive of the two. Piece of Jade. Scale mail armor is not going to be better than what we've got, is it? Certainly not, I imagine. 14 plus 2 versus 15 plus 2, and both have disadvantage on stealth rolls, so that's about what we expect. Pork loin for dinner, anyone? Oh, too much weight. What is really heavy that we're carrying now? Armor, water. I should really, next time we're back at camp, I should put all the water that we have in the crates for later use rather than just carrying it all with us, because that's really what's hurting our encumbered weight. Anything else around here? Barrels? Just going to be empty, one assumes. Standard. Leather helmet. Great weapons. Pile of bones. And it seems that this barrel is not actually here. It was exploded in the explosion, but the graphic of it still remains. So, we actually have just as much health and our spell concentration intact after that, which is pretty remarkable. So where do we want to go next? Is there anything hiding behind here? I feel like there would be like a perception check to find something amongst the logs here. No, it's just a small nook. Right, down here is the owner of Scratch, who has now returned to our camp. But here we can cross this river with relative safety, being that we are not vampire spawn that would be suffering from acid damage thanks to the flowing water. So let's just do a little bit more investigating. We're gonna hop over here and probably hop once more to get to the other side. Is there anything we want across here? I think there's a very heavy stone somewhere that most of my characters are incapable of picking up, so we'll worry about that later. There's the various pools of blood. Blood and bones. And a tiefling.
Hold up! One more step and I'll put a bolt through your eye! No sudden movements or you're dead. You looking for me?
I have no idea who you are.
You just happened to stumble across me in the arse end of nowhere. Bullshit. Tell me what you're doing here. Now.
I'm just an adventurer. Oh, this is going to go great. Keep pointing that thing and it'll end badly for you. Oh, 4's fine. We can make a 4. Yeah.
If you bite as hard as you bark, we might get along. I might even have a job for you. I'm in a tight spot. I might not be able to get out of it alone.
What can I do?
All right. Come on over here. But fair warning, you might find this hard to believe.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done this side of this quest before.
I'm a fugitive. I escaped the Hells, and the bastards who are holding me there are trying to take me back.
So, hey, that's where we were.
Really? You're serious?
As she winces, agony shoots through you, as if your bodies shared the same wound. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies, as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood Wheel. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
Stop! What was that? You were inside my head.
That is the parasites from the Mind Flayer ship.
Hold on a minute. You were on that ship. With the tentacles and the worms.
That's the one.
I don't think anyone else had survived.
Not many did. It's just me, no one
Poor
else.
bastards. I boarded in Avernus. That ship was my way out.
You were expecting the ship?
No. I just saw a chance and I took it. That ship could have been heading for Sigil or Limbo for all I cared. Anything was better than staying. And I'll be going straight back if those imp fuckers catch me.
Alright, what are we doing then?
I was a prisoner, forced to fight in the Blood War. The eternal battle between bad and worse. Most souls in Avernus are just meat for the grinder, but not me. I held my own. More than. Turns out that I've got a knack for killing demons. And I enjoy it. And that made me a valuable asset. Devils don't like to lose their assets.
Okay, hard to believe you're a demon slayer. You want me to kill people hunting you? Why don't you run? Judging by the wound, I guess they already found you. How can I help, or I don't believe a word of this? Judging by the wound...
Yeah, not far from here. Gang of cultists cornered me in an abandoned toll house. I took out a couple, but I need them all dead.
What do we get in return?
You get a friend who spat in Baphomet's eye and lived to tell the tale.
I'm going to look into it,
Make 'em scream.
but if we end up recruiting this
Come with me
person...
just to see them bleed. But I'm too busy bleeding myself. I'll be here when you're done.
If this tiefling tries to recruit herself into our party, it will be a swift death for her. But I think it's going to be more interesting on this occasion if we see if we can't take out the cultists at the top of the hill.
A key. Wonder what it opens.
But to do that, I think we're going to need spell slots. And if I recall, if we're relatively calm walking through here, I think there's a portal on this back wall. I don't think I've ever used it, but I think it's there. There it is. Alright, so we'll go take a long rest. We're going to put down all of the water I've been lugging around like an idiot. And then come back and we'll be right on the doorstep of those cultists. So, step 1. Put down 9 bottles of water. Split that. Can I split you? Alright, we're going to throw one of you. That's the water consumption for our long rest. We'll put that away. We'll save a pork loin for dinner. And yeah, the rest of the food, we really don't need to be lugging around every time we leave camp. So, going to stand to reason that we can just put a lot of this stuff down, which is good. It's going to clear up some inventory for us. Bits of jewellery we can get rid of later. There's a loaf of bread. Special arrows. A little bit of spare silverware. There's some more water. Alright, let's have some grilled pork belly. Eat that. A loaf of bread. And an apple. A perfectly suitable meal. Let's get some sleep in. As ever, we meditate as a drow. And we pop back out at the Risen Road. So, I don't know if this will be cleared out in the complete game, whether it's kind of just like a broken down road in order to prevent us travelling further north. But there's certainly not very much in the world map for further north than here. Otherwise, for our immediate vicinity...
Bodies everywhere. Accident or sabotage?
Level 4 is gonna be rough if we have to attack a bunch of these folks. I know there's a guy in here who trades in a very large sword should we opt to kill the tiefling, which certainly is going to be the safer offer if we just want to attack one thing rather than a bunch of stuff. But if we're careful, we might be able to do this. We have lots of water and a reasonable amount of food, so we can probably take a couple of long rests after this if we need to. There's this guy that we cannot highlight. Trin, level 4, only 22 HP. And Rurik on the outside here. And I think on this doorway, there's somebody stood in this corridor as well. We could attempt to perhaps get up onto the roof first, and from there we would have a reasonably defensible position, perhaps. Yes, we have Cyril, who is a trader.
Would that worry you?
Let's see if this person has anything we want to
Give a dragon his bad
concern ourselves with purchasing before we try and murder
The
everyone.
gnolls jumped us.
Bombs for only 48 gold. That seems like a steal. Grease we'll take. Potions of healing we will also take. Potion of hill giant strength, why not? The scrolls aren't anything that we can really utilize. The tools I'll take. Acid vial, potion of resistance, potion of fire breath I will take. Did we get one of those earlier? And I've just kind of forgotten about it because it looks so similar to what we have. Or was that in the previous run? Because drinking this potion grants the ability to exhale fire once, causing 4d6 fire damage to a target within 30 feet. As a bonus action, I guess if we consume it as a bonus action, it will then let us cast it as an action, perhaps. But still, we could kill this person and then take everything off of their corpse. But equally, we don't need a scroll of armor of Agathis, invisibility, Bane, web. So we can trade off for most of this. We have some jewellery as well. And a couple of fancy stones. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to have this pair of boots as well. I'm just going to trade for this. And then if we kill them and they have all this stuff in their inventory, we'll just take it back for them. Otherwise, let's head back round to the roof. And if we really want to, we can destroy the ladders. And that's going to make targeting us from them much trickier if they can't climb up. There is a ladder on this side as well. Some water. Can we just simply climb up? We can. And then how about to here? Alright. Not sure who got pushed off the roof here, but that looks very uncomfortable. So, join me next time where we'll see if we can't start off by taking out Rurik from this rooftop, and we'll see then how things progress. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider pressing that like button or subscribing if you want to see more content like this. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.